Yo, what is up, everybody? It is the Madden 19 CFM, or I'm sorry, Madden 20 CFM. We are Madden 20 now, doing the connected franchise with the Seattle Seahawks. Got the amazing Russel Wilson. For some reason, week 1 did not go over well with recording, so we are on week 2. But our week 2, as you just saw, or week 1, just as you just saw, was a 58-10 win. We are 1-0 right now in the division. Cowboys, of course, first in the league. We are on the 3rd in our division currently, so we are kind of trying to work our way up 3rd in the division. So we're going to see how that continues to progress. You can see here, we're going to look at our schedule again, that 58-10 win over the Cincinnati Bengals week 1. We face the Steelers today, and we've got a pretty interesting schedule. You can see there the Ravens. We actually do face them with Lamar Jackson. You can see Russell Wilson looking pretty good. We have the first total on offensive yards so far. Russell Wilson last week was absolutely phenomenal, along with Chris Carson, 370 yards. Impressive ground game going there. So we're heading into week 2. And we're going to see what we can go ahead and sort of get into with week 2. As you guys can see, we have a lot of X Factors and Superstar X Factor abilities. Right now we're going up against Ben Roethlisberger and Juju Smith-Schuster, which also has a couple of X Factor abilities. So that's going to be really something very important as we get ahead and go into this game. A very interesting setup right now. Again, the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are facing them, so we're going to see how this all turns out.
With a look around the league. But now, let's say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set. As the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And as you guys can see, the amazing performance by Chris Carson last week, 33 carries for 370 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the longest was 86 yards. Here we are on 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And we're going to go ahead and look and see. And it's going to be Chris Carson with the catch there for 21 yards. Russell Wilson connects with Chris Carson there for 21 yards. The ball's at the 50-yard line already at the midfield marker here. It is going to be 1st down and 10 from the 50-yard line. We're handing it off to Chris Carson. Chris Carson's going to find a lane. Nearly broke that one, 8 yards. As it stands for Chris Carson on the 1st run. 2nd and 2 now from the 41-yard line. Again, going with another run play here on 2nd down. We're going to hand it off to Chris Carson, and Chris Carson's going to find a lane, and Chris Carson is going to score a touchdown. On the 1st play, or really on the 3rd play from scrimmage, it is a touchdown. That's his 5th of the season. Incredible look there from Chris Carson, and already just breaking ankles and catching footballs and scoring. Nice little touchdown there with the dive. So Chris Carson, man, he has a Superstar X Factor ability. The first one, free X Factor, he is just crazy insane. As now Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers come out. 2 interceptions last week for Ben Roethlisberger. No touchdowns, 164 yards, 13 for 26. Not exactly the start you want if you're Big Ben. So we're going to see what he can go ahead and get into today. And first completion there is going to be for just a couple of yards. So the ball's going to be at the 30-yard line. Second and 5 now. And again, Ben Roethlisberger does have an X-factor ability along with Juju Smith-Schuster here as our defense continues to contain pretty well. That's Javion Clowney there on the tackle. You can see here our defensive line pretty stacked up. Onsaw, Clowney, and our linebackers Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, Patrick Hendricks, and then the secondary Trey Fowlers and Thompson. So pretty good there on the secondary, linebackers, and defense. Amazing look there. Going to be third down and 5 now. And KJ Wright's looking, and he's going to get an interception there, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. KJ Wright. Wow. What an amazing start for the Seattle Seahawks team. 13-0 right now. KJ Wright's pick 6 to the house. You can see there the amazing interception there. This is actually a user alert. He was trying to hit running backs there out of the backfield.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty
KJ Wright's going to take that. We're back on defense, 14-0. And again, Pittsburgh Steelers woes continue. Right now, that's going to be an incomplete pass. Actually, Bobby Wagner forced incompletion there. So it's 14-0 still. Ball 20-yard line, second and 10 for Pittsburgh. Still not getting blocked here by the Pittsburgh Steelers, as it's going to be James Conner for the first down. Conner with a run for 13 yards here on his first rush from scrimmage. So incredible. Not incredible, but a semi-decent start for James Conner, but an amazing defensive stop there. See what we can get down. First and 10 from the 32 is James Conner once again up there for about 5 yards. Last week he had 17 for 69 and 2 touchdowns. So certainly coming into this game, he does have a couple of touchdowns. We're going to have to kind of keep mindful of him, as it is going to be second down at 5. Ben Roethlisberger looking to throw here, and he is going to be sacked. That is going to be Woods with a sack right now. So again, our defense right now, man, 3rd and 13, ball the 29-yard line. And KJ Wright is looking for another pick, but that is actually going to be incomplete. Big Ben not the start you want. 1 for 4, 5 yards, and an interception. So not the start you want if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers here on 1st and 10. Chris Carson once again is going to take it and breaking some ankles there. So that is for sure.
And here's the starting offensive
you can see here our offensive line and our backs and receivers. We have DK Metcalf and also Tyler Lockett. Two really amazing players, and Tyler Lockett actually has an X-Factor, superstar X-Factor ability. So we're going to try to get Tyler Lockett involved, but also Chris Carson and Russell Wilson with the Omaha ability for Russell Wilson. So an impressive start there as Chris Carson catches it out of the backfield. Russell Wilson now 2 for 34 yards. Right now, Chris Carson has a touchdown already. And actually, both of those passes have gone to Chris Carson. So Chris Carson off to a pretty hot start already. As it's 1st and 10, and we're looking deep for Tyler Lockett. And it is going to be caught for a touchdown. Tyler Lockett. This guy's speed. Totally something else. This guy has incredible speed and just off to a very hot start. It's already 20-0. Here about 21-0 here over the Pittsburgh Steelers already in the first quarter with 4:51 remaining. This is on all Madden, so this is definitely very hard already for us, but somehow we've managed to 21-0 and That is actually Thompson coming over from the free safety position and causing a pass breakup. He is almost in the zone. He has to get one more forced incompletion before he is actually in the zone. And he has the zone possibility, so we're going to be trying to get him also in the zone. KJ Wright right now with another tackle that is going to set up 3rd and 12. Connor 3 for 16 yards on there. Certainly not the start if you want for Pittsburgh Steelers. Very impressive defense and offensive performance so far for the Seattle Seahawks. And wow, what a hit. And it's KJ Wright, Bobby Wagner on the tackle, and Ben is only 2 of 8 right now, so certainly not the start. Very tough start for them. Tough sledding right now. Chris Carson's going to get a handoff. He's going to make someone miss there. I believe that's number 34 that he missed. So certainly already off to a pretty good start here. As you can see, defensive line with Pittsburgh Steelers and our linebackers for the Pittsburgh Steelers with Will Dupree, TJ Watt in there, left outside linebacker. First, Joe Hayden, Sean Davis in there at the free safety position. So certainly something we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on. But so far, they have not been able to really interrupt us, and we've had our way so far. So certainly, already we've got a game right now, as this is actually going to be complete to Vanette for a first down. Russell Wilson 4 for 4 of 104 yards and a touchdown. So certainly off to a really good start with him so far. Michael Vanette now with a catch for 10 yards. Certainly something we want to get him a little bit more involved in, as we're going to call pass again. I missed a wide open Michael Vanette there, but that is almost DK Metcalf coming up with the completion there, but missed a wide open tight end there. I believe that was Michael Vanette. I think that was Vanette though. That was wide open. So certainly the defense was not working up there. As Chris Carson, and he's getting his way so far. Already 5 for 76. Coming off the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award for his performance last week with 370 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. Certainly, Chris Carson, the move so far as we're going to go deep to Tyler Lockett. That's going to be incomplete. There's the double coverage. So a little bit overthrown there by Russell Wilson. I'm not sure what's up with him overthrowing the ball. He actually has a pretty good deep accuracy. So we're going to see it here on 2nd and 10. We're going to hit Tyler Lockett, or try to hit Tyler Lockett again. That's actually going to be a nice diving catch with Tyler Lockett down the 2-yard line, and already Russell Wilson has 151 passing yards, actually 227 total yards from scrimmage already. What a start! And Chris Carson's just going to do a little hurdle into the end zone, and that is going to be another touchdown for Chris Carson. That is going to be number 6 on the year, I believe. That is number 6 for Chris Carson. What a start of the season for him with already a pretty good total amount of yards and touchdowns within the game, and that's going to be a forced incompletion. Big Ben 2 for 7, 10, and 1 pick. So certainly not even close for him in terms of getting anything decent for him, as now it's going to be 2nd and 10. We're looking here, and Ben Roethlisberger is actually going to complete it there to the tight end.
Use to get yourself back into it.
Donald there, but Donald certainly has not even had a good game. Neither has Juju, I believe, with only 1 catch. So certainly not at all a good game for them at all. And that's going to be another interception by KJ Wright. That was another pick, and that's his 2nd on the day, and that's the 2nd of his season so far. So really, Pittsburgh now coming off of 2 interceptions and just a terrible start for them, as our opponent just cannot contain us at all there. 2nd and 7 now after that run from Chris Carson. We're having a pretty good start right now, or a very good start rather. 28-0 still. We're just going to give Chris Carson the ball really to finish off the first quarter already with 80 yards on 8 rushes and 2 touchdowns. So certainly Chris Carson is becoming a very big factor this season, as Russell Wilson's going to scramble out and is actually going to go down there. That's not going to be a sack, but there's going to be a
while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
We're going to have to settle for a field goal, but hey, that's fine. It is 31-0, and again, the Pittsburgh Steelers can absolutely do nothing. And it's kind of one of those times where the Pittsburgh Steelers, you might as well just stop running the ball and take deep shots. But they seem kind of content on running the ball, so we're going to kind of let them see how that ends up coming out. Since they're beating Miami 7-0, and that is going to be a catch there, but Roethlisberger's only 4 for 10 for 18 and 2 picks, so again, he is just not having his game. As it's 3rd and 4 now, Shaquem Griffin with the tackle, and we are looking here, and that's going to be incomplete, almost caught and picked. Vance McDonald kind of looking for a flag there, but we're not going to get any. And again, that's going to force our opponent to punt here on 4th down, 31-0, and that's going to be after that. So Chris Carson now with the carry, and again, Chris Carson going down the sideline. Carson, once again, is going to score another touchdown. That's his 3rd of the game, and he's already at 500 for the season. This man is impressive. Only in week 2. This guy had an amazing game last week on week 1 for 370 yards. And again, he's having an impressive season now, up over 200 yards. So you can see that is kind of the case as we headed into halftime. 48-0, and we've had 4 takeaways so far compared to 1
We start our
as we
tour
send it
up
to the
at
halftime
M&T
report.
Bank Stadium. Baltimore playing host to Arizona. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Mark Ingram has a couple of touchdowns thus far. From there, we take the short trip down to D.C. to check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was to win and put up the amount of points.
Certainly, what a game here it has been. We actually skipped the 3rd and 4th quarter because, honestly, the Pittsburgh Steelers just were not getting anything done, and kind of be a little bit boring, so we actually skipped those, but you can see a lot of highlights right now from our game, and it's going to be 76-3. Keep in mind, this is on old Madden. A ridiculous scoring game. 4 takeaways for us, 1 takeaway for Pittsburgh Steelers, and we've had over 15 yards of per play, so what an amazing start. 2-0 now as we head on to 2-0 for the season, and you can see here Russell Wilson, 127.1 rating, 344 yards. Chris Carson, another over 300 performance, 350 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an average of 13.4 per snap. So, what an amazing thing. And Tyler Lockett, 181 yards and a pair of touchdowns. So, once again, we've kind of been able to manage our team, and we are now heading to 2-0 to start the season. As you can see here, we pretty much just have been absolutely ridiculous, and David Moore, actually, we can rack him up. We're going to actually go for the route running ability here for David Moore as a receiver, just to kind of get his overall up just a little bit. So we're going to upgrade him, and then Malik Turner, another wide receiver, and we are going to go for the physical trait here. And that's going to give him catching and some release and a spectacular catch. So certainly something there. We might actually try to get Malik Turner more involved. You can see the Pittsburgh Steelers now fall to 0-2 on the season. And our next opponent is going to be the New Orleans Saints. And we are going to have to face on Cameron Jordan. And really and truly, Cameron Jordan really shouldn't be too much of a problem. But he does seem that he could be a potential problem. So he does have a superstar X-Factor ability. So that is going to be it for week 2 of the NFL. And again, we're off to 2-0. And we will see you back for week number 3.